Hello. Hang on. Mittens, what you doing? Hey, come here. Come in. Look what I have. It's a ribbon. Come here. You want the other one? Incoming. Incoming. Hi. I need to like have one of these set to be like this for when this chaos happens. Oh, what are you? How are you sitting? Do you guys see his back legs? So many streakers in chat. Thank you all. I appreciate that. He is. He's so playful. Streak day. Tizza. I think that you ordered a Glooby, right? You pre-ordered a Glooby? Awesome. If you want, I was going to work on that today because you and Emily both pre-ordered one, and I know which one you want because you said it, but Emily forgot to mention, so I need to ask her which one she wants. They're on sale until the 22nd. But if one of you guys like wants one past that, just let me know. I just wanted to make like a special like GlueCon like limited thing. But like yeah, if someone needs more time, especially from like my community, I'm not going to be like people. You can't have it. You only have until this day. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. So yeah, just if someone needs more time, that's easy. We actually goodness gracious. It would be so great if I really, if I may toot my own horn, toot toot. I really like what I did this time. So in the past, right, like if like something sold out, like that was that. Saren. Hello. You just missed Mittens' playtime, but I'm sure he'll be back because he's right there. Sir, why are you in my closet?
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm?
Come here.
3 months has gone really quick. Meganote 2 hug.
Diego, thank you for the 3 months with your Prime. I appreciate that so much. Get out of the closet, sir. Friendly here. Because chaos. So, last night, you guys will come in just in time for cats. Because I have to tell you about, he had his adoption event this weekend. It's been a time. Let me just put it out there. But he also ended up getting a booster shot yesterday at the event, and he was kind of tired from both the event and the shot. And so last night was the first night, chat, that he was allowed to be out all night long, like unsupervised. And he did pretty good. There was a little bit of hissing. He was like thrilled about being able to sleep in the bed with us. My favorite though was like when we turned the lights off, he was like, "Oh, this is what's happening when I'm normally put back in my room." And the first thing he did was stand directly on James's pillow, like right next to his face so he could look out the window. And James is like, "Oh, this is not going to work, sir." And I'm like, he's going to settle down. He's just
arts and crafts
figuring it
master.
out for
Why
right
do you think
now.
I always have this glue gun
But
stuck to my arm.
he was just like,
Woot woot resub time.
Saren, thank you for the 57 months with your Prime. Let's get these paper stars going while we yap. Thank you, thank you. I hope that you enjoy your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and of course, your ability to scream for another month. Lord knows we need it. Speaking of chaos creatures, what are you, sir? She could be on the bed. She was yeah. And you know, it's hard because he and the girl, you know, it's not perfect yet. But I also keep reminding myself that like it wasn't perfect with Artemis and Pippin at first either. And that he's trying and he listens and he's doing his best. So like, all things considered, you know? Saren, please feel free to let the chat know what you were up to today. If you have any links that you would like to share, you are welcome to, of course. But thank you again for the raid. If you have to raid and run to take care of yourself or the kitties or anything, please make sure that you do. Also, 11, hi, I saw you come in with that raid. Welcome in. It has been a month, hasn't it? And it's the 17th. You know? Oh, I totally know what time it is. You're good. Down from 4 to 2. Nice. And you got the Aquarius dragon. Ooh. Very exciting. Yeah, it's the 17th. Hooray! So watching a gaming YouTube oh yes. Watching VODs is like a total time suck. I hear you. Time has no meaning at all. We are in a hype train. There's a minute 33 left. If anyone wants to get in on possibly unlocking some sweet emotes. We're getting us closer to sticker giveaways. Thank you again for the raid and the resubs already. I appreciate you guys. So let's start with the fun stuff, right? Saturday we went and we saw Your Name in theaters. And it was a small theater. There was like 6 people, maybe 8 people. It was so good. If you've never seen the movie, go see it. It's so good. Or you can watch it. Like it's its 10-year anniversary, so they put it back in theaters for like a limited release. You can watch it on like HBO Max and stuff like that. So good. Love it so much. So that was fun. And then that night, James and I ended up until like 3 a.m. talking about life and cats. And, just, it was great because the next day we had the adoption event for Mittens. And I was like, this is fine. This is fine. Sleep? Who's she? We don't need that. And then we had the adoption event on Sunday with Mittens, which was, y'all, my face was so swollen this weekend just from crying so much. I don't think I actually got any pictures of the kittens that were there. There was a litter of kittens there that were really cute. And their mom was there. She was 2. And then it was Mittens. And he got, a lot of people loved on him. And he did fantastic with, like, it was his first time seeing kids. Because we don't have kids. We haven't had kids come to the house. And there were these 2 little boys there that we would have gotten in so much trouble as kids if we behaved like that in public. Do you know what I mean? They were just really loud. There's like a ramp it was a coffee house, and there was a ramp in there, and one kid, and this is really cute, he kept rolling his car, like he had a big car that he would roll down the thing, and Mittens was like he was just locked in. And it wasn't until like near the end that they were like 2 calm little girls. And at that point, he was like super overwhelmed, and I was just holding him in my lap. And I was like, do you guys want to meet him? And they were like, so I brought him over, and he was great with them. And I'm like, okay. But if you want to know how he felt about the event, he did really good, all things considered. And honestly, once his little buddy was like brought it, oh my god. Chat. We packed up because this event, I don't know if I should just talk or if we should craft while we talk. Because I thought that we could do Pokemon Pearlers today. Because originally I was going to label each color in my kit with one of the colors for here. But I realized that some of these, like, who was it? I think it was like Zubat and Psyduck were supposed to have like same color blue, and I'm like, some of these just aren't going to match. So I think instead what we're going to do is we have like a set of colors, and we're just going to pull from that set, like whatever makes the most sense. And I can make like a little note and put it on a post-it, so that way if we want to remake it, or like I'm needing to write, you know what I mean? But it felt too difficult to try and be like, well, this color matches this color, and it gave me such a headache. So yeah, we can do this. And we'll talk about his adoption event.
I'm an arts and crafts
But
master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh.
Oh my gosh, there's so much happening.
Yay for Pokemon stuff.
Yay! Yay! Tigers, thank you for the 26 months. I appreciate you. Yay! Curious. With the pine cone redemption, let me pine cone you. I don't even know what to say to this. Hang on. Curious, I just saw in your bio what your name is. Like, hi, I'm so-and-so, or Brain Cell. I never knew your name. Do you want me to call you by your name? Do you want me to keep calling you Curious? What would you like? Where on earth is my pine? Nope, that's the wrong room. Here we go. Anywho. So, whatever works. Whatever you want. We can mix it. Oh. Wait. I misread that. That's okay. I'm leaving that GIF anyway. Anyway, Tigress. I have to make a thing for Tigress. So real quick, we're going to talk about GlueCon, and then we're going to get into this, and then we're going to talk about Mittens, because I was starting to talk about this because people were asking. So, this is technically going on my website right now. It's limited. There are 2 cross-stitch patterns. You can't see my mouse. And there are little bees. And I really like what I did this time. So, Fourth Wall has made it so much nicer to have, like, multiple listings. Or, like, multiple things in one listing. So, like, you can see here Glooby 1, 3, and 5 sold. And Glooby 2, and look, it actually changes the picture. And Glooby 4 are still available. Now, what if you really wanted Glooby 3? I offered a pre-order. So you could pick the one that you missed and be like, I want this one. So we're going to make another one of the Glooby ones because Tizza pre-ordered one. And I don't know what Emily pre-ordered because they pre-ordered something. But if you guys would like either one of these guys, they're still there. I was kind of surprised that the golden bees didn't sell at all. All the light colored bees did. So, yeah, it's really nice how they allow that now. And I was like, you know, honestly, we're gonna get into guys, we have so much to talk about today. Let me tell you something. So much. So yeah, there are still 2 Gloobies left. The ones that were purchased already shipped. They're already on their way. And these 2 are like ready to go. So if someone orders them now, they'll leave tomorrow. Pre-orders, I figure we're going to do some today. After we do our Pearlers. So that's kind of the plan for today. And we're going to yap a bunch too, because there's a lot to yap about. So that was that. Back, I guess, to Mittens. So there was one thing that I had asked that really ended up, kind of bothering James and I. Because I asked them, I said, so I know that, like, at this event, like, the people can go home with him, like, the same day. And I even asked? I'm like, how do you guys, like, check references? Like, because the shelter that I worked at back in Jersey, you didn't get to take the pet home that day. And I kind of like that, because if you're adopting a pet, it shouldn't be like, oh, we want to take it home right now. Like, you're going to probably need to get some stuff. Like, you're going to need to set things up. And so I was like, you know, how do you check adoptees references, like that they take their animals to the vet and things like that? And she replies with, we have a question on the online application to ask where they take their pets for vet care, and a question for if their current animals are up to date. But we honestly don't follow up with the vet or anything either way. He's FIV positive. And there were some people, you know, that stopped by and who met him and pet him and loved on him, who I was like, I could see you being a good fit for him. And then there was like one guy who asked a bunch of weird questions, and I literally looked at James after he walked, and I was like, imagine if he's the one who took him home. And you could tell, like, both of us just, our stomach like dropped, you know, like it just didn't feel right. And again, it might be that my expectation, because of the shelter that I like volunteered with when I was younger, what they did versus this, you know, like it's just hard. Yeah. No, and I know that like they might not be able to, but like it felt weird for me. So that was kind of, you know, off-putting. At the same time, again, you know, we kind of had this conversation of like, I'm just putting my fan on, it's really warm. Well, I'm also wearing like capris, so you didn't know shelters did that? Yeah, and like, you know, we understand that not everyone might have a vet because maybe this is your first pet, but like the shelter that we worked at, that I volunteered at in Jersey, you had to make an appointment with the vet before you could take the pet home. And I get it. It's just trying to make sure that the animals are taken care of and they don't come back. Like, just to make sure that they're taken care of. So yeah, that was really hard. And you know, the night before, like we were having, we had a lot of conversations about him and about what the right thing to do is. And you know, like James was like, you know, is it fair to Artemis? Is it fair to us? Is it fair to the, and you know, do you want another 15 to 20 year commitment? And these are all like valid questions. And he's like, you know, if we keep him, he's like, we can't foster again. And it's like, there are so many things that are like, there is no answer to me that feels good. But the more that like we're kind of, the more that I'm like, I really just want to either keep him ourselves or have us find him a home, because I will do my due diligence and make sure he goes to a house that will take proper care of him, if that makes sense. Like, it's just, so it was funny because you could tell how much he loved the both of us. He did great with all these strangers. He really did. But he got a booster shot. He, you know, it was loud. We were there for 3.5 hours. And he ended up just kind of, you could see him just kind of like hiding a little bit in like the crate. And so like I was just holding him and he's like in my lap curled up with his head in like hiding in me. And I was like, and the one shelter, the one late, like the one girl, her boyfriend, husband, I don't know, guy that she was with, I'm not sure the status, was like, he loves you guys. He's like, you should just keep him. And I was like, are you going to pay for all of his vet bills? Because we will. Like, done. You know, that's the thing. So then, you know, we're kind of in the pickle of trying my freaking best. You know, just trying to do our best for this cat, for us, for everything. And so I'm starting to try and think of like, okay, well, the Gloobies didn't do bad. Maybe I should make some more like smaller, like $25 items from my shop. Things that I could eventually do a venue with, and things that, you know, are smaller less expensive. I get people don't have a lot of money right now. I don't have a lot of money right now, but you know, little things here and there, little grab bag kind of stuff. Stuff that won't take up too much room. And again, things like I would like to start to try and do events. Like I want to build up my ability to do that. And then I reached out to Woobles. We'll get to that in a second. Let's see which Pokemon we're going to make today. Okay. I know the shelters around me call the landlord if you're renting to check and see if they... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff that was done differently at the shelter that I volunteered at versus this one. Doesn't mean exactly. Exactly. This is a yap and a half. Truly. Okay, I found this cool random Pokemon generator. I have it set for one Pokemon in Kanto, which is the original. Okay? All types. And it'll generate and give us a picture. This was just what happened when I put in those criteria. This wasn't who we're doing. So let's see who we're doing. Who is that Pokemon? Whoa, okay, we're starting off strong, damn. I need to get like a poster. Wait, let me find like an image that I can print up real quick so we can like dramatically cross it off, you know? You know what I mean? What a first pick, I know. Damn. Trying to find one that's decent quality so that I can print it. By the way, every time that I tried to click on like one of these on my computer, it was like, it brought me to like a site that had like a million viruses on it. And I was like, you know, that checks out that they would try and prey on little kids to like... Put a virus on the family computer. So I was like, let me look on my phone, because like... That should be... That will actually just click on the picture instead of taking me to like the website. Okay. Come on. View file. There we go. Can I print you now? So yeah, you know, I'm trying to like figure out if there is, you know, something more that I can be doing. I mean, right now, you know, James is making more with the military than he is with his civilian job, which is rare. And if that was the way that it always was, taking on a fourth cat, not a problem. But I don't want it to be like all on him, and I don't want like that, you know. I'm trying to like, you know, I'm trying to help more, like regardless of whether we keep Mittens or not, right? So I reached out to the girl that I know from Woobles. Like the person who I knew before I started working at Woobles. By the way, it's not on their site, but evidently there is a Woobles Facebook page where people do like sleuthy stuff and find soon to be released items. Anyway, so like the pattern I made is there. It's like a, it exists, the image is there. You can find it. It's just, and it was funny because she was like, I'm pretty sure that, like, it's for sale, because, like, I thought that I saw someone else with, like, one of the other ones in that, like, that, like, that group that was, like, spoiled, if you will. And I was like, that's really weird, because, like, I don't see it at all on their site. That's okay. Yeah, I still don't see it if I Google it. Or if I look it up. I wonder if I... Anyway, it's coming. Okay? It's like, it should be in, like, the next mystery thing, if you will. Like, there's, like, I guess, a mystery... Yeah. But anyway, I was like, hey, can I just ask something? Like, you know, you and me, not, like, in the official thing. I was under the impression when I was hired that we would be getting somewhere between 4 and 8 patterns a month. But I've done 1 pattern in 4 months. And they were like, hey, nothing's going on. It's more like the demand for pattern. It's more like if the demand for patterns is higher than the current designers can handle, then they'll reach out to the freelancers. When they brought you in, they did a mass hire, so now they are seeing what's needed. Busy season starts now till end of the year, so some freelancers might be contacted, but I don't know. That's on them for giving the bad impression of what the workload would be. 4 to 8 patterns is more part-time / full-time. If the need for the freelancer comes up, I'll recommend you. And I'm like, well, that's not at all how that was presented to me. Also, I don't know why this printed so badly. Cause, like, yeah, and I do know that, like, they said when in that interview that, like, that 4 to 8 was, like, part-time. 8 plus was full-time. And that as, like, a freelancer, I could expect anywhere in that range, but it would probably be more towards the lower side of it, which I'm like, okay, you know, that I didn't want to do 8 patterns a month for them. That felt like too much at the very beginning, but I was like, you know, I'll figure it out. So, okay, I literally said US letter. Why did it print? Oh my god. So, chat, I'm thinking that the amount of time I was going to be spending writing patterns, or what I thought I was going to be spending writing patterns, I think I should still spend writing patterns. But I think it's time that we start trying to get more patterns back on my website. I think it's time to try to grow. You know, there's a part of me that has struggled with the fact that you know, things have kind of slowed down drastically as the state of the world has become more and more uncertain. And it kind of made me want to stop doing what I was doing because it felt like I was pouring out too much of myself. And especially while James was gone. Like, and I think that you guys can all understand and, you know, get behind me not doing anything at that point. But I think that I would like to try and get... I'm going to say for now, I want to try and get a pattern a month again. So there will be times when I ask you guys for ideas, for, you know, input. Yes, originally, Pat, stop it. Originally, before everything went to hell in a handbasket for me, I had started writing up patterns for my frog and my chicken. Now, here's the other thing, too. Some things I might not want to write a pattern for. Because if I'm going to be completely honest, some things, I don't make a lot of money off of patterns. Like, if we look at, you know, what we did here, I sold 3 patterns, I want to say. I sold like one of each of these, and I sold a crochet pattern. With all the like new people looking at my site, and these are currently discounted. These are $3.50. Patterns don't necessarily pull in a lot. They really don't. But it's passive income in the sense that once I type it and it's up, then it's there. I also need to spend some time, and maybe we could have like a session of like Megan gets stuff done. We could all like work on things together. I need to just list them on Ravelry, because if people are looking for stuff on Ravelry, it can be listed on Ravelry with a link to my website where you can purchase it. So it would get more eyes on it for free, where, you know, screw Etsy. Absolutely. Etsy can suck eggs. Okay? I have many harsh things to say about them, but this way we could get more eyes on stuff. You know, it's just, no, Petrichor, I'm with you. But here's the thing, like, there's a million bees out there. You can buy a million different bee patterns. But someone might like how you write, and they might want to buy yours. Or someone might like the way yours looks and want to buy yours. Like, but I get it. It's exhausting. It's so hard to try and do stuff. But again, some things I will probably not make patterns for because they are less expensive items that people do purchase. And if we're going to be completely honest, it's important that I have some things that I can make kind of quickly to just try and help supplement. So like the jellyfish, the bees, the little emotional support blobs, the ghosts probably won't ever be patterns on the site. I'm gonna be so upfront with you right now because they're quick. They're things that I can make, and I just like my bats. Like some of these things are just they're not going to. And now here's the other thing too. Some things, like my snail here. I mean, this was also a really long time ago. This little snail, I sell the snail pattern, but someone still bought the galaxy snail at $65 because they wanted that one. So like I know that there will still be people that will buy like the finished item, but I also know some people are going to be like, well, I can make that myself because I'm that person. And I get it. But like, so some things people might be like, oh yeah, I really want this, or it might not happen. But something like, so before my break of everything, these chickens were ones that I had started. I mean, here's the thing, all of my patterns are my patterns. They're all written down. I have a notebook. It's in my living room because I was making bees. I have a notebook with all my patterns. Like this is these chickens, the gnomes, the frogs, I made them. They're written down. They came from my brain into paper. I just have to type up the pattern. And it's not even typing up the pattern, that's the thing. If you guys have never purchased one of my patterns before, let me see if I have one handy. I think I do from when I was interviewing. Okay. Camera, I swear to God. I understand it's Monday and you don't want to focus. But focus, okay. This is an 8-page pattern for this snail, okay? You get your cover page, you get your skills and supplies, you get your abbreviations, you get your pattern, you get tons of photos with labels. Figure 1, look, is going to be referenced right here. So it's telling you, okay? It's showing you step by step how to do different things. And then the last 2 to 3 pages are my assembly notes, okay? This right here is what kills me. For whatever reason, after my vertigo, I feel like my brain just doesn't work the same, or it's just harder for it to like focus or something. I don't know how to explain it. This part is what's really hard for me right now. But the assembly, okay, it's got pictures, a lot of pictures, because guess what? If you're buying the pattern, they should tell you how to make the freaking thing. Exactly how it looks, because I hate when it's like, congratulations, assemble, your item is done. And you're like, what do you mean assemble? Where am I assembling things? How am I assembling things? What exactly, like, do you know what I mean? It makes me nuts. So I don't do that. I explain everything. So this is literally 3 pages of assembly. That's what's hard for me. And that's what I need to figure out a way of like almost streamlining, or maybe almost having like verbiage that can be copy and pasted. So yeah. Yeah. It'll definitely be something that we can problem solve for sure. I make assembly picture. I do too, Petrichor. When I was doing these patterns, pictures were taken as I went. Where I would sit there and I would be like, or maybe not, I mean, assembly pictures were taken as I went, but so were like these pictures. Like you can see here with this photo, like that's a work in progress. It's not a finished, you know, camera. But sometimes when you end up, you know, taking something that you've already made, you're going, I'm going to have to make another one. Do you know what I mean? Like in order to photograph it for a pattern, which is fine. So originally I had started typing up the chicken pattern and the frog pattern, which I'm still okay with typing those up and releasing them. So I think that it's time to to really, like, throw myself back into myself. Gross. And nothing might come of it. I might make like a crap ton of stuff and it just sits and it never sells. But not doing anything and hoping that the stuff that's on my website sells isn't going to do anything either. Because like these guys have been here. And now some of these are pre-orders, right? Like the fidget guys are pre-orders. But like I have one potion buddy left. I can tell you which one it is if you want to know. If you don't want to know, close your ears. But if you want to know, it's the glow-in-the-dark one. That's pretty cool. But like, you know, I have all these Pride friends. Look, guys. This is my inventory. Some things that aren't listed, like Baymax, anyone? I also have this bag, also not listed. I need to photograph and list it. This was a pattern test that I did. I don't want this bag. I don't use crochet bags. It's cute. It's cotton. But I'll never use it. So, you know, like that I have to photograph. But, this was kind of a... I'm just not a crochet bag, like, user. But it is really pretty. It is, like... There are ends to weave in, of course. So, it's hard. And it's tricky right now. People are really loving the diamond dot. Like content on Instagram. I posted a reel about my bees and it did very badly. So, you know, it's freaking impossible. And I think that I need to go into it with the expectation like I did with this GlueCon. I didn't expect to sell anything, but I hope that I did because I like making stuff. And I feel like, you know, there are people out there who like the things that I make. Maybe not, you know, as many. I don't know. It's hard. So yeah. I'm excited, ready to support. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Whoa, I know. Yeah. Yeah. I've definitely been like, I've advertised these poor Pride pals for like several Prides in a row. And they're so cute. If I may, oh, I have to move this guy. He's sold out. This guy, it says sold out, but he's in the buy now. So, you know, I don't even know how many of these guys are left. How many of these guys are left? 2, 8, and 12. So those 2 guys are left. They're adorable. I also went ahead and when I went to grab a potion buddy for a sale that I had from a while ago. We're not talking about that. I saw, like, the person said to grab a random one, so I grabbed a random one for them. And then I was like, which ones are left? And I looked because there were 2 left. And I'll be honest, I kept one for myself because this one was always my favorite. So I unwrapped them. I figured if they haven't sold by now, they were meant to stay with me. And so this little potion buddy lives here now because it was my favorite one. Shh, don't tell the others. But I just really like this one. So it sits on my desk now because, you know what? Sometimes you should have nice things too. I liked how I wrapped up the potion buddies too. And I think that this would be great for like a convention and stuff like that. Is like I wrote like, I wrapped them up, and then it had, like, and then I would write a little thing on, like, a little, here's all about your potion. And then I printed out another copy of that, and I wrote down which bottle was which one. So that way I didn't have to unwrap them all the time and be like, which one is this? Like, but, like, I could see making more of those as, like, a convention thing, because, like, they're not too difficult. They're great for using up scrap yarn. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, things I can do that would be good on the website, things that would be good for conventions, things that would be good for like, we're reinventing, but staying the same. You know? Hi, Allison. Oh, did you? I love that, Sharn. Oh, I love that you guys kept the little labels. I love the labels. I thought they were so fun. Thank you. And here's the thing. Even if you guys can't support monetarily, I cannot stress to you enough how much supporting me on, like, Instagram does. Because, like, okay, hang on. Let's do a little zoom in here. Okay. Can we, before we started What Was Past Megan Thinking, I was around 960 followers. No, 960 closed captions. That's a lot in a couple of weeks. You know, 3 months? 2.5 months? For someone who has sat at that number forever. And then, I don't know if you guys realize, like, the impact that you liking and commenting and sharing can have. Like, my video today, I don't know why. It has stunk. I don't know if I'm doing it at the wrong time. We got 54 likes. You know, all right, fine. The bees got 50. But this episode 11, 337 and almost 10K watches. Okay, and that is, you can see people reposting, that is commenting, that is sharing. Like, you guys have really, like, that's huge. Look at this. That's 18.2 thousand people have seen this video. And, like, I know that not everyone can buy stuff, patterns, not everyone can buy a crochet friend right now. But honestly, if you just do this and you leave it up for a little while and you give it a like and a repost and a comment, and even if you just, like, send it to me, girl, I don't care. Like, send it to someone, repost, like, all of those things add up like crazy. Because hold on. I think I'm honestly, we're going to start this, but ads are about to play, so that's why I'm hesitating to, like, start. Here we go. Let's come over here. Okay. You guys want to see, like, the behind the scenes? Here you go. Okay. Professional dashboard. So from July 18th to August 16th, 24,000 views. 106 new followers. From 16 videos that I shared. That's huge. That's huge. That's like actual growth that adds up in other ways. Because if one of those followers buys an item, that's one person who wouldn't have before. Do you know what I mean? Like, it, or if that person shares it with someone else who shares it, like, it's just, it's hard and it's tiring because I've been doing this now for 7 years. And I'm not where I want to be, but I'm also not going to get where I want to be by staying where I'm at. So something has to change. Like, that's just the bottom line, is that something's gotta change if I want things to be different. So, small. Yeah, it's honestly, Petrichor, it really feels like smaller right now. But you know, at the it's such a confusing time to be a crafter, because what do you mean that the small things sell really well, but so do the gigantic blanket yarn things? Like, it's not the middle ground stuff. The middle ground stuff, like this cutie who's been sat in my store for forever. Where'd your hat go? This is, hold on. This is him, right? With his little bag. He got his bags in there too. This mid-size stuff, no one wants it. They want either teeny tiny bees, giant Eevees, no middle. Nothing in the middle. All right, ads are going to play. Now is a really good time to, maybe go give an Instagram video a like or two, a repost, a comment, a share, even if it's not mine. It helps other people too. You can also check out my website for lots of cool things, and there's some bees left and some stuff there, and I can show you anything that you want to see because it's all sitting right here. And then when we get back, we're gonna make Dragonite. Okay. Thank you for letting me yap. I pushed the wrong button. Thank you for letting me yap for the last hour. I appreciate it. Be right back. Alright. Sorry. James came home. Life updates. I got something in the mail. I don't know who it's from. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out through ads, too. I appreciate it. Oh! I know what this is.
Oh, okay. You're
Huh?
You are such a long boy.
He is so...
You stretched out like that? You're like... Oh.
He's been good today. He's been out all day.
Well, that's good.
Remember I told you guys how this ended up being a kit that...
Did you get this? Is this the old one?
That's the core. That's the charge card. That goes in the...
The safe.
Yes. This kit is like no longer made, and for whatever reason, Fourth Wall didn't remove it or tell me that it wasn't available on Amazon. So then Shay bought it for me, and it wasn't available, but I found it on eBay for like basically the same price. So I bought it. I was like, I don't know who this is from. Oh, do you have a link, Sharn? If you've got a link. I'm curious. So yay! This will be fun to stitch.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh. Ugh.
Ew, boys. I mean, thank you, James, for the 80 months. That is not me. I can safely say, Jesus. I did not do a licensed product. So, like, licensed is like Dr. Seuss or, K-pop Demon Hunters or anything like that. It was evidently posted on, like, they have, like, a spoiler group? I don't know if it's this one, but it's a private group, and I mean, I do know that, like, they will announce, like, new kits, in, like, emails and stuff like that, but I also know that they don't announce everything, I feel like. Yeah. Hooray. Okay. I guess I should maybe cross it off after we make it, rather than before we make it. I'm gonna time-lapse this, because who doesn't love a good time-lapse? That direction. And we'll zoom this in. Oh, yes. That's good stuff right there. Okay, you know what else I think I might do? I have a spiral binding machine thing. Like, I'll have to remove the binding, but I think that I might want to spiral bound it because this is going to be a pain in the butt to have it stay open. Also, I don't know why this pattern has Dragonite's head have a giant yellow patch on it, but Dragonite doesn't have that. So, I also realized I'm going to need to order more black from this company because every single one of these has black. So I think it came with a teeny iron too. It did. The mini beads? Is that what you're asking? Because I got you if it is. It's from Pixie Craft. And I will be honest, they do have an Amazon store, which is where I bought this like starter kit from because I wasn't sure because no one had ever purchased from them before and I didn't want to buy from like an online shop that ended up being like not legit. But I found that they had like an Amazon storefront. So that's where I got, because I bought the big kit. But what I did like about them was that you could buy specific colors. So that was important to me that I was able to purchase just colors that I needed versus like Amazon where you end up with like, you need more black, congratulations, you need to get all like 350 other colors that you don't need. Okay. It also came with these. Wow. I don't even know which one to try first. Look at the little scoop. Okay, wait. I gotta do this one first. Get in there. Okay, that's really satisfying. Yes. They are. Mm-hmm. And I will let you know, how they melt here. And it came with the board. It came with the big kit that I got. Came with the iron. Came with all the little tools. And all the beads. It came with ironing paper and tape and stuff like that. Yeah. All kitted up. Yup, yup, yup. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! Although I do think that I would want to get something other than tweezers for this part. If I'm going to use this tray. I do also want to try this guy. Which is like the speed placer. But I wanted to try this little doodad too. I'm gonna have to get so good at this. How do I just do one at a time? It's a learning curve. Eventually, it's gonna be just like the diamond dots where I'm gonna be like super speedy with it. You know? That's not today though. At least not yet. Maybe by the end of the day. Like using chopsticks. Exactly like using chopsticks. Oops. Helps if I count right too. 1, 2, 3, 4, correct. Incorrect. Boop. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. They checked it out. Good. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you so much for doing that, Sharn. Honestly, I appreciate people like you who take that time to like look out for them. So, oh god, oh god. Oh. My goodness, what a catastrophe. Being a voice for a voice. Yes, exactly. Exactly. One more. Okay. Boop. One, two, three, 4. Oh, I updated my switch to command. Or the birthday command, I guess. The thing that's a bit tricky is that sometimes it slides. See? So sometimes that's how they slip off. It is! Yeah, we're at 54%. We're so close to 55. Yeah, there needs to be a little groove in the middle, I agree. Maybe I can make one. Yeah. That's what's making it tricky. And again, this is just what came with the kit. I'm sure that I could buy like a better one because you all know that the ones that come with kits. It is. Have you seen the others? What did you think of it? Who's that Pokemon? I have better tweezers for this. I don't have to use the one that they gave me. I'm honestly going to try, like melting and making a little groove in that. Honestly, part of what makes Your Name so good to me is the music. Like, the story is beautiful, the art is stunning, but the music goes so hard. The art and the music makes it. Yeah, it's just so pretty. I've never heard of it before. What's it about? So you can watch it. It's on like HBO Max, and honestly, probably like Crunchyroll and a couple of other places. Like, there are multiple ways of watching this movie, and if it sounds interesting, I highly recommend that you try it out. It is without giving away too much, a story about two teenagers in high school, one who lives in Tokyo and one who lives in like a small rural town, who discover that they are switching places when they go to sleep some nights. So it's a boy and a girl, and so they wake up in each other's bodies, and then it randomly stops. And he's left trying to figure out why. And he does. And then he has to try and fix the why. But the whole thing is that when they wake up, they start to like lose the memories that they have from when they swapped. So, yeah. Yeah, it's really good. And again, like I said, you know, the art is beautiful, the music is beautiful, the story, I don't even know how many times we've watched it now at this point. And then we just went and saw it in theaters for the 10-year theatrical, like they did a re-release of it to celebrate its 10-year like anniversary, if you will. So oh, do they? I've never watched Coraline. I can't believe it's been 10 years. I went and saw it in theaters when it first came out. Seeing it in theaters was really cool. Like, you guys know, with my agoraphobia and anxiety, like, the last couple of movies that I've seen have been, I saw K-Pop Demon Hunters when it came out in theaters after watching it on Netflix. And then I saw this. It's like, yeah, okay, I haven't seen like a new movie in theaters in a really long time, but I would still go back and watch this one again. I'd go back and watch it another time in theaters. It was just so pretty on the big screen with like the music and just the... Yeah. Coraline is wild. Yeah, I know the story. I've never seen it, but I do know the story. Or like the gist of it, if you will. I am not, no. No, not yet. Is it good? I'm sure it is. Let's be real here. One of those movies that, while I don't necessarily hate it, I probably wouldn't ever watch it again on my own time. That's fair. I feel, honestly, I feel like a lot of his movies are like that for me. Like, I think that they're cool to watch, and they're interesting, especially, like, how they're made. But, like so many people love, A Nightmare Before Christmas. I've watched it more than once, but I don't feel the need to, like, watch it every year like some people do. And that's not sending any kind of hate towards anyone who does. It's just, you know, not really... That's too orange. Oh, I think that one. Every other year. I don't need to watch it every year. Enjoyed it enough to rewatch. Yeah. Like, if someone's never seen it before, I'd watch it with someone. Coraline is a whole new level, is it? No, I thought that Corpse Bride was interesting too. Oh, I forgot I have a little scooper for this. Also, Megan, you silly goober, you forgot to put the black for the eyeball. That's a big eyeball. That's not in the right spot. Hang on. Never finished it. That's a big eye shiny. So it was my niece's first day of pre-K today. I got a text from my brother. And oh my god, y'all, she's like so freaking cute. It was like on her little sign, like list of things that she loves. And it had, the first thing was Tofu, which is my brother's cat. And then both Ryan's and then her brother's name. And I was like, so cute. I can't handle her. Like, yeah, cat comes first, I understand. Brother was last. I am not 100% sure. I just shot 2 beads across the room. I don't think that he started school yet. I think that she did because she's in like pre-K, and I think that like hers started earlier, if that makes sense. Because I don't think his started this. Honestly, I didn't start school until like September growing up, like 5th or 6th of September usually. So it's wild to me, all these people starting in August. And like, James always started in August too. And I'm like, it's interesting how it's different in different places. You'll eat those beads? Thank you. As long as they don't go to waste. Week of Labor Day? Yeah. Yeah! That was us too. I would have been so grumpy as a kid if it started in August.
We didn't have air conditioning either.
Yeah, I know you didn't. Extra levels of grumpy. Like, if I went back to school so close to my birthday, I would have hated my birthday growing up. Change to August. Yeah, it's interesting. Always start the same day. Mid-August. This Thursday. Interesting. It's September. Yeah. Never had, yeah. Last week of August. Interesting. Some of the shading on this is also interesting, so we might change some things up. Just a little bit. Because there's like a big swatch on this that's like bright yellow on the forehead, and I think that it's to try and make it look like shiny. But I don't want that. So I'm not gonna do it, and you can't make me. Honestly, I might just make this whole part here now this color. And if it looks bad, we can undo things. These are going to be so cute, by the way. Like, look at how lit. Oh my god, it's so cute. 2 classes. Oh, interesting. Yeah, college we did start in like August. Like we would go back then. Has to do with climates, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, things like that sometimes changed when schools were starting and when they had off and what have you. For snow. Oh my god, really? We had snow days growing up. That's one thing that, like, with virtual learning, that's gotta suck that, like, some kids have never really had, like, a snow day because they do, like, online stuff instead. No! Come back here. Where did that other one go? Right here. That's wild. I don't know how many I got. Clearly it wasn't something that I was like, we only ever got 2, do you know what I mean? Like, we had enough that sometimes we would get like a snow day that was like embarrassing, you know, where you're like, wow, that didn't need to be a snow day. I mean, you never complained about it. Unless, of course, again, you had enough snow days that, like, the end of school got messed up. Although, typically by the end of the year, a lot of times teachers were just like, whatever. No days off if it was hot either. Oh my gosh, wow. That's wild. Don't even get a snow day then. Delayed till 11. I mean, that is one of those tricky things when you live in, like, a place where you don't, like, really get snow. Because my brain was thinking about where you live now, silly, and I was like, how did you never have a snow day? Oh. Silly, Megan. People move. Silly, what color? this one. No. No. I don't think so. Oh, I'm sorry, Smoothie. That is frustrating. I don't understand the shading on this guy. Let's do his tummy.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Welcome, Raiders! How are you? How was your stream today? What were you getting up to? Nope. This one. Maybe? Yeah. This one. Okay. Painting some 3D prints. Ooh, like ones that you made on like a 3D printer or like 3D models that you were painting. Either way, that sounds fun. What kind of figurines? What kind of prints, I should say. Also, if you have a link to what you were working on, or if you've made similar things in the past that you'd like to show, please feel free to share. I'd love to take a look. Welcome in for new friends. My name is Megan. I am a neurodivergent variety streamer. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we also do things like perler beads. We do diamond dots. We do miniatures as well. We have a lot of cats in this house. I have rescued several. I'm fostering. There's all kinds of comfy, cozy vibes, a little bit of chaos, and lots of crafts. So welcome. It's good to have you. All right, now I'm trying to figure out... Okay. Y'all, look at... I don't like this coloring that they did. So I'm like changing it, but I'm also trying to see if there's a way that I could add some shading, because I do think that some shading would be nice. I just don't know with the colors that I have. 18 dittos on your 3D resin printer. Painted them today. Oh my god, that's so fun. Oh, that sounds like such a great time. Are they just like regular dittos? Did you do like the Pokopio ditto where like, you know, flying with like Drifloon? Again, if you have a link, I'd love to see. We have a 3D printer. We're looking at getting one that can print in multiple colors, because right now we just have an Ender 3. It was our intro into 3D printing. And now we're looking at maybe getting like a Bamboo Lab or something that will allow us like multicolor printing. Let me also make you a raid star. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot because I got excited about dittos. Why Luke T U? Obviously, we love Pokemon here. I have recently gotten back into collecting cards again. We're currently about 50% of the way funded to get a Switch 2 so that I can actually play Pokopia on stream with chat. So, you know. You definitely came to the right place. There you go. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. You are a star. What is my favorite Pokemon? Espeon. Espeon and Eevee. And, you know, I feel like it's such a common answer, especially for, like, girls or whatever. But I've always loved Eevee because I love the idea that it can evolve. Like, there are so many possibilities that Eevee can evolve into. And I love the idea that, like, whether it's stones or friendship, like, there's so many different ways that, like, an Eevee can grow. And that, as someone who has all kinds of different mental health things and different kinds of, like, I love the idea that the future might not be known, but all of, like, the options are pretty cool. So Eevee is my favorite. Eevee and Espeon. But I also, like, for
I'm
my
an arts and
cards,
crafts master.
like my
Why do you
binder.
think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm?
Where
Ugh,
my stars go?
65 months. Where does the time go?
I don't
Megano
know.
2 Megano 2 hug.
Emily, thank you for 65 freaking months. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your emotes, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to scream again. But, like, for my binder, right? Like, I have cards that I want to master set, and those include things like Goomy and Shroomish. And being a fiber artist, I kind of want to get all the sheep. Whether it's Wooloo or Mareep or Flaffy, like, I kind of just want to get all of those. So, you know, it's not just like I'm also collecting pie doves. Who else? Oh, Trubbish. Freaking love that little trash bag. Like, just because Eevee and Espeon are my favorites doesn't mean that, you know, it's like, oh, you're one of those people, you know? I hate that there's, like, some kind of connotation sometimes with, like, oh, you're basic if those are your favorites. Yours is Lotad. Lotad's fun. Lotad, anytime that I play Pokemon Go, I'm always shocked at the size of Lotad compared to, like, the other Pokemon. It's huge. It's massive. Need to slap across the back of the head until you do the thing it picks. Felt smoothie. I did. I got a candy on that. Also, you know what? That was a raid from a brand new community, and you know what we didn't do? We didn't play the raid video. So I think we're gonna play that real quick, just to welcome our new friends in and give them a taste of the silly shenanigans and comfy cozy vibes that we offer here. Again, thank you so much for bringing your community over. If you have to raid and run, do any post-stream self-care, you are welcome to. I stream Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern, so you're welcome to drop a follow. Follows are free. And I feel like there's good times to be had. Also, wait, hold on. I gotta point this out. Since we like Pokemon and oh, dang it, you can't see it. James, you didn't say anything about my shirt today. We just made this the other day. It's a lava lamp ditto. And I love it so much. So. Okay, raid video. I'll be right back. Say hi. Hi, I'm Megan and welcome to my stream. We have cats in hats. Dear diary. Dear diary. I dressed as an orange for you. It worked. You're so cute. I can't. I love your face. Nailed it first try. And welcome to my birthday stream.
Less than 3,333,333,333,333. Love my family at the moat.
Artemis is staring into your soul right now. Y'all, look at it. You're getting so much maple silliness. Oh, you like the lesbian? Enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you hit that follow button. So, Raiders and friends of the moat, I have a question, and that is, are you ready for some shenanigans? /in chat if you are. I'm so sparkly! All right, Raiders, moat friends, can we get some readies in the chat? If you are here and ready for shenanigans, ready as a free follower emote, feel free to spam it. Thank you again for the raid. So if you're wondering what we're doing, I got this Perler Bead Gen 1 Pokemon book, and you actually have come to the first ever episode, where Mondays from now on, we're going to do like one Pokemon until we do all of them. And like I printed out a list. This is our first one. We got Dragonite today. So we're just gonna like randomly generate one, make it, iron it, and have a whole collection of teeny micro Perler Pokemon. So I'm excited about it. During the raid video, I don't know how, I think that these are okay for wings. This is the color that I did for Dragonite's body. I don't know if that's okay for like shadow. It doesn't feel like it. I almost wonder if doing something like that. Mini Mondays, yeah. And I figure like we'll just do like one. Unless it's like something that's really quick and we want to do another, we can. Or maybe that. Ooh, that one. That one. Okay, forget these. I think that looks good for shadow. Also, some of these are like in weird spots. Let's see how this looks though. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. And I honestly might move these up and do like a shadow on the underside of the tail instead. Because I think that they wanted it to be like lighter on the top, but I didn't buy actual Perler beads. I'm using like a different brand. Because that's what I wanted to do. So it's not even that that's what I wanted to do. It's just that trying to find micro Perler beads in like all of the colors was really difficult. James, what are you doing? Sorry? What are you doing? It's so loud. No, it's okay. I don't know if you were like watching a video or... Oh, yes, let me see. I would love to see. I already have an account. Oh god, what's my account? Oops. Dang it. Error authenticating with Google. Could you not? Oh my god. We got there. I don't know why it keeps wanting to be in German. No, I know I don't have any makes. I'm trying to see. That link takes me to my makes, not yours. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. We're good. Also ads, I'm like almost done. So we're gonna snooze you real quick. So that I can just finish putting these last beads down before taking our stretch break. Perfect. Oh, that's fun. Hang on. Boop. Oh. That's neat. I didn't even know that you could do that with that 3D website. Always learning new things. One of the things that I really want to make is the Charmander with his little face pushed up against like the window. That is like a 3D print file. And I've seen people even use it on like the inside of like their computer. Like on the glass. Yeah. It's on my list of things to print. But it would go much nicer if I had a printer that was like a multicolor printer versus having to either change colors or paint a lot of little details. Oh, I think that looks very cute. Who's that Pokemon? Also, it says to use clear beads around the antenna, I guess. Yeah. Hopefully these clear ones melt nice. All right. Well, there we go. So we are going to let ads play. I am going to make notes of what colors I used and put that. I guess I'll put it in like a little post-it in my notebook. Or I could write it in like an actual notebook. Post it on the page, you think? Hey, James, do you have Post-its handy?
Postage?
Post-its?
Post-its, no. Ironically, to that, if it was postage, yes. Not Post-its, though.
I'm gonna have to get some Post-its. Okay, when we get back, we're going to iron this. And then we're going to make some crochet bees. Tizza, if you're still here, we will make your glue bee. If you're not, we'll still make it, but I'll let you know. Here, I have 1 billion. Thank you. All right, let's play some words on stream. I'll be right back. We'll iron this, and then we'll make a bee. We'll see you in a few minutes. Hey chat, you know what's really fun? It's not the iron. I think that, I just need to get a new power brick thing. Because remember the other iron I had? How it would make, like, my surge protector, like, scream? Or it's like a backup, it's a power brick thing. That also has, like, a backup battery. Well, I plugged this new little guy in. And guess what? It still screams. So it's not the iron. It's just overloaded if I try to plug anything in. So... I'll still be ironing over there. This also came with tape. This kit. Where's the extremely long extension cord? Shh. I don't need that in my life right now. So yeah, this kit came with, like, paper tape. And it also came with, like, iron sheets. That are really nice because they won't leave the weird, like, creases that perler sheets sometimes do. This, like, almost covers the whole thing. This came with the kit too. The tape. Everything that I used on this stream came with this kit. This is an expensive freaking kit. Oh god. Oh god. Mm-hmm. That was great. Let me go turn this off. Oh. That's what I get for trying to... not even be stingy, but, like, smart with my supplies. And, like, trim it. Okay. I don't know. Maybe if I, like, remove these ones that fell, maybe we can line it back up. I should have rolled it before I tried to do anything else. Okay. I just, like, hate doing stuff like this on stream because no one wants to watch that. And, like, I had plans, we were gonna move on and do something different, and now I have to fix this. And I'm annoyed at myself. Can I? Probably not. Okay. Thank you. My anxiety-filled perfectionistic brain hates this. The thing that's a real big pain in the ass is trying to figure out everything backwards. Because this is all upside down now. Okay. This came from here. No. Hooray for taking a picture and then image flipping it. Alright. We'll fix this. Sorry. I lost a dark bead somewhere. So we're just gonna get another one. Is it in here? Oh, it's in... maybe. So how was your weekend, chat? What did you get up to? Did birthday stuff? I don't remember. Glucon mostly. A lot of Dreamlight Valley, yeah. Cobblemon? Ooh, I haven't played that. It was fun seeing some of you guys at Glucon. In your old prom dress? That's so fun. Later this... oh, that sounds nice, Smoothie. Got some cross-stitch watch some streams, yeah. Couple books. Main body, your jackets all sewn together. Ooh, I can't wait to see that. And Glucon, yeah. Birthday was Saturday. Happy birthday! I'm sorry that we missed it here. I hope that it was wonderful, though. And not at all stressful like this. I know people really like the tape method because it doesn't ruin your boards, but you know, if I just ironed this on my board, we wouldn't be here doing this right now. Ah, Christmas present. Ooh. Going home, drive safe. That's true. You're not wrong. Oh, hold on, I missed something. Yes! There is Calliope. I'm so excited about it. It's written by Dana Terrace, the person who created the show, and I need to pre-order it. I'm so excited. Finish the crocheting on all the parts for your cardigan. Now she's putting it together. Hell yes, silly. That's amazing. Proud of you. Where is this from? You're ordering it for work? I love that. I'm hoping it'll be good. It's in your assembly pile? Mm-hmm. Very good. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm trying so hard not to crash out. Please be so proud. Okay, I don't know where these missing black beads go. I lost another one. Ugh! I found it. Okay, where the freak do they go? Oh. Here. At least one of them. Okay. We got there. Okay, let's go iron this. Jeez Louise. Hang on. Drive safe, silly. Thanks for hanging out. My shirt had a fuzz. Okay. Oh, someone caught iron hands? Cool. Can they iron this for me? Okay. Helps if I have the ironing paper. Don't iron the beads directly, Megan. It wasn't hot enough. Okay. There we go. And we put something heavy on it. And then in a few minutes, we go back and iron the other side. Anyway, Tizza, are you still here? Alright, well, she wanted Glooby 1, so we can do that. Yeah. I am not surprised. That ended up taking a little longer than I thought. That's alright. We can at least get started. Let me go grab my pattern. I did fix it, and I didn't crash out. I crashed out on the inside. On the inside, I was dying. A slow, painful death. But on the outside, I had it. I had it all under control. Alright. Let's make the wings and the fez. Also, I just noticed something happened to my birthday bunting. That's okay, my birthday's over. But where did it go? Is it on this one? I wonder where it went. Hang on, wait, let's, hold on. Oh, it's here. Okay, hang on, wait. We're gonna copy. And magic, it's back. Oh yeah, we can do a ticket giveaway. Giveaway. Boop. There you go. Let me go check this. Go ahead and enter. Exclamation point ticket. Okay. Ironed. OBS said no more birthday. Kind of rude. $11 stitches from the edge. Oh my god, that's exciting. Boop. I was really excited that someone picked the googly eye Glooby. I hope that they love them. You would have picked the googly eye one? I did get an order from someone brand new, so hopefully they like them. That was exciting. You would have picked him too? That makes me happy. I was worried he was gonna, like, be left, if you will. I was honestly surprised that, like, the more golden colored ones weren't picked, because I thought for sure that people would like them. Maybe they didn't photograph as well. I don't know. Well, for anyone who might want one, Gloobies are going to be available for pre-order until the 22nd. I do understand, though, that shipping and all that, especially for my international peeps. I get it. Trust me. This is how they look in person. Wow. That's awesome, Allison. All hail the scissors, yes. I think that they're cute. They might be dark for Glooby, but I think that they're still cute. This one's a little bit chunkier. Boop. And there are like pre-orders if the Glooby you wanted was purchased. I will make it again. I get you, Emily, trust me. I understand. I wish that I could lower shipping. Yeah. I was flabbergasted, Raccoon, when I went onto Pirate Ship and I, like, your shipping used to be under $5 in the US, and it's now almost $6 for this. For this. Like, most of them were like $5 and like 70 something cents. Like, and this is why I think that I need to just stick with, and now here's the thing. I believe that I have my shipping set so that regardless of like how much, like how many things you're buying, it should always be like one cost. Because anything extra, like, I would just eat, if you will. Because if like you're buying more than one thing, it doesn't really raise the price until I have to like go up in envelope size. So yeah. It sucks though. And that's why I think that I need to just stick with things that are like $25 or under on the site. Yeah, that's crazy, Emily. What a time to be alive. That's alright. We're gonna be working on getting some more patterns in the site. Some more things that don't require shipping. So I've got plans. I mean, the mug shipped from all over. Was the cost still too much? Because, like, it's not just from the US. I just realized I think this is on the wrong setting. It was. Oh my god, that made my eyes feel so much better. It was on the harsh white light. Last call to enter the ticket giveaway, by the way. Exclamation point ticket. If you would like to enter. That's crazy, because Fourth Wall ships, like, from all over. That sucks. I wonder if it's just the mug. Like, did you try... I know that that might be the thing you want, but, like, did you try and see if maybe anything else? Okay, so maybe the print on demand for the mug is not at the place that's closer to you. That sucks. I'm glad you were able to get something. But that's frustrating. Welcome back. You're just in time for a ticket giveaway if you want to enter. I'm about to pull it in 30 seconds. Because I know some things are only, like, made in certain locations on Fourth Wall. So, that's probably what happened. Oh? Wait, why is that good news? I'm confused. Emily! Congratulations. What would you like to vote on? Ooh! Sibling blankets. You got it. Oh, I see, Raccoon. I got you. Gotcha. Well, that is good then. I mean, they are technically siblings, so you're not wrong. Nibbling is like the cutest gender neutral name for niece and nephew. Costs more to remodel than it does to tear it down and rebuild. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that, but I'm glad that it's going to be fixed. You know? Welcome back. What am I making? I'm making a little bee. I got a pre-order on, so we're working on a little bee. He's wearing a fez. But in a different color than that one. Finding a new place. Yeah, I want to be picky this time because I don't want to have to move again. That's fair. I don't blame you. Moving is no fun. Don't drop the stitch. Damn. There we go. Well, we'll at least get the face done on this guy. We'll finish it up tomorrow. And I do have one more. I will probably just like message Emily because I didn't see them here today. But they didn't add a comment about which bee they wanted me to make for them, like which model. So I'll get that squared away and we can finish up bees. We'll crochet tomorrow. We'll do bees. And the other thing that I have to work on is Mewtwo. So we can work on that too. Make some progress on some things. Yeah. Oh, and as soon as I finish this row, let me get Dragonite. We'll see how it looks now that it's all cool. How could I have forgotten that? My goodness. Sorry, that was a really annoying sound. Okay, those iron beautifully. Dragonite. Done. Who's gonna be next? Maybe. I feel like some of these will end up being like more simple and we'll do more than one. Dragonite, like Ditto I'm sure will be super easy. We need a whole Perler day. We could do that. We could also put it as a Finish Friday. Now that like I've got this all sorted out, like we've got the project, the plan in place. We could definitely add that as like a Finish Friday vote. I don't know if Shiz is still here, but Shiz, if you are, really, really good quality. They are, yeah. I'm really pleased. They were expensive. Like, I'm not going to pretend that they were, like, cheap beads. But here's the thing. You kind of... You're paying for it, right? So it is Pixie Craft. I'm not sure, Sharn. Probably at like the card conventions, or even if like not selling, I could see like trading them. I would think, because people sell binders all the time, like painted binders, especially at conventions. So I would not be surprised if I could. Let me also, I'll grab the Amazon link because I did order them off of Amazon. Just because, again, it was a brand new company and I knew that if I spent this money and I bought it on Amazon and I got like, you know, something stupid in the mail instead, that I could like get my money back. But the fact that the reason that I wanted to do it that way was I knew then that I could buy from that company any like replacement beads that I needed. So it was from like the same like store. Yeah, I think so. And yes, I know. Mostly like, again, Etsy, the issue really has been that it's not necessarily like Pokemon who are like mad, or like Nintendo, I should say, that's like mad about it. They have been they were using like some kind of AI software to pull or like basically send cease and desist like notifications to anyone doing Pokemon stuff on like social media, even if it was just like not stuff that was being like sold, even if it was just like this. So it's just a dumpster fire trying to figure it all out. But the thing is that Nintendo even uses like fan-made stuff sometimes in ads or in like marketing. Like they know that like fan-made stuff it's free promo. You know what I mean? And like they don't make, it'd be different if people were like making and selling stuff that they already make. Do you know what I mean? It is not Pokopia music, it's just lo-fi. It's Lo-Fi Girl Favorites. Hang on. There you go. In-person markets, yeah. I would agree with that. And I definitely, I'm willing to look into like how much it would be to like have a table at one of those vendor events, because I feel like doing art and stuff like that at like a card convention may or may not go over well. Like, not like that they would be upset, but you just might not get a lot of revenue out of it because people are going for cards, not for, do you know what I mean? So it's definitely something to look into, and it not even necessarily like, you know, Pokemon card, just conventions in general. Like if I'm going and doing crochet conventions eventually, which I want to do, or like art conventions, I could totally just have like make these into magnets, you know, and just have them out like separate from what I'm doing. Which is why I made notes of like what colors I used and everything in case I want to make it again. But that turned out really freaking cute. I'm really happy with that. Hopefully it'll be okay for me to like post on Instagram. That's like, I'll make sure that I write on there like all over, you know, not for sale, just for fun, like, because I don't know, man. That's true. Yeah, it's one of those things that's kind of tricky. Like, you have to definitely also be like priced well, because people are going to these conventions to spend a bunch of money on cards. So you gotta like stuff that's not too expensive that people can be like, oh yeah, I got a couple of extra dollars, like I could do that. Yeah. Alrighty. We are going to go on a raid so that I can go and have some dinner. Oh my gosh, you know who's on? I don't think we've ever gotten to raid them. because normally they're on really early. But Kier Tisa, whose name I always say wrong, is live right now. She's a metal worker, which is so cool. Like, makes jewelry and fidgets and all kinds of really intricate, beautiful things that I would love to own one day. So they have rated us before. I think it would be really nice to go and read them. Oh, Tiza, we started on your bee. We're going to finish them tomorrow at the beginning of stream. They have wings and a fez, and now they just need a body. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Let's go on a raid. They're working with someone else right now, so we can actually meet 2 new friends for the price of one. One is drawing, like planning, and one is actually doing metal work. So let's go and say hello. I'll see you guys there. Bye.